Xchange Scotland is a recently funded organisation set up to promote intercultural understanding and global citizenship by creating great projects in partnership with organisations here in Scotland and overseas. We applied to Sense Over Sectarianism to develop a project in partnership with 15 secondary schools across Greater Glasgow to go and deliver workshops on the topic of sectarianism.
So we started off with a pilot that was run out of the Rangers Study Centre, and we had a number of schools come in, and Jonathan and Martin worked with them, and then on the back of that, about a year later, an application came in from Xchange Scotland to look at a rollout of the pilot and look at what we could create with it positively, and the partnership group from Sense Over Sectarianism were delighted to support it, and it's great to see what's come out of it. It's just fabulous. And using the poster making as a really creative way really, of engaging with our schools in them.
As part of these workshops, we used a collaborative poster writing method which was developed in Europe over the past 25 years by a network we're now a part of called Lucia. These workshops provide a positive, creative and democratic platform for young people to explore the topic of sectarianism and to express themselves.
The main benefits are that more and more people understand what sectarianism is, what the consequences are, and the negative behaviour that surrounds it in terms of violence or antisocial behaviour.
All the posters were created by young people through the workshop. From there we put them onto our Facebook site and they were voted on by the general public, and the ones with the most likes got put forward to the exhibition. Those posters were then exhibited back in the schools that the pupils were from, and also from different sites like the streets of Glasgow through to the People's Palace, the Forge Market and the Scottish Parliament. They also tie in with several of the main outcomes around the curriculum for excellence.
It's about taking power and creating change. For too long in Glasgow, sectarianism has been something that's just been accepted and been kind of matter of fact, and occasionally somebody would be offended at a quip. But actually what these projects are about changing the values and attitudes and getting people to think about that throwaway comment actually matters. And it can be offensive and it can be hurtful. And if we're talking about Glasgow as a changing city and as a city that is absolutely fabulous to live in and be in, let's create an environment in our city that mirrors that and becomes inclusive and celebrates the fact that we are all different.
If we want to get rid of sectarianism, we need to change the people within the society who feel perhaps that sectarianism is a good thing, or because that will be a reaction sometimes, or let them understand the consequences of sectarianism.
I've learned that what causes it and how to not use sectarianism and what type of words associate with it.
Just try and get along with each other and try and be friends and do something different for once.
And we've learned a lot more about this because before I came here I never knew lots about this.
Only caused by silly things like football and alcohol mostly as well. So it's just a kind of thing that shouldn't be caused, and it started a long time ago and it's still carrying on today.
Children have really just in this area and probably other parts of Glasgow have just put up with these things. We have got children who've said that have talked to us about hiding after in the wake of an old firm game, hiding in closes because they've been so scared to come out because of the language that the people have been using, the aggressiveness of the people walking by. They talk about this happening on ordinary weekends. So it's something that very much touches their lives, and this gave them a chance to actually say to people, do you know what, hold on a wee minute, that we're fed up with this and we shouldn't have to put up with it.
If you call someone something sectarian, you don't know how much it can actually hurt them.
Think about it before you say anything.
If we were like the same thing, it'd be a boring one.